Hello, and welcome to Kengen Training. In this mini course, you will begin to understand why equity is a primal instinct. Let's get started. We know that instincts are biological drives every animal has to survive, including humans. These instincts are primal and hardwired into the oldest part of our brain, the part that operates automatically to ensure our survival. When a threat to our survival appears, we don't think or feel, we just react. There are three core instincts: self preservation, social, and sexual. The self preservation instinct focuses on protecting our body, our health, and ensuring we have enough resources to survive in the future. So, when a man gets paid more than a woman doing the same job, her primal instincts tell her that that's a problem. The social instinct focuses on belonging to a group and the safety that that provides. We seek belonging, recognition, and relationships from the groups we belong to. That's inclusion. The sexual instinct focuses on relationships with specific individuals. This can include attraction, mating, and bonding, but applies just as much to close friendships as it does to intimate relationships. Let's put this into perspective. When we lived in caves, cavemen and women used their self preservation instincts when they hunted, gathered, and prepared food, when they made warm clothes and collected resources to last through the winter, and when they used herbs to heal the sick and injured. What do you think would happen if they noticed that another group had hunted consistently more meat than they did? They would know then that their very existence is at risk. Let's watch this monkey react to the fact that he is doing the same job as another monkey, but is rewarded differently. He is rewarded inequitably.
You is our fairness study. And so this became a very famous study, and there's now many more because after we did this about 10 years ago, it became very well known. And we did that originally with capuchin monkeys, and I'm going to show you the first experiment that we did. It has now been done with dogs and with birds and with chimpanzees, but with Sarah Brosnan we started out with capuchin monkeys. So what we did is we put two capuchin monkeys side by side. Again, these animals, they live in a group. They know each other. We take them out of the group, put them in a test chamber. And there's a very simple task that they need to do. And if you give both of them cucumber for the task, the two monkeys side by side, they're perfectly willing to do this 25 times in a row. So cucumber, even though it's really only water in my opinion, but cucumber is perfectly fine for them. Now, if you give the partner grapes, the food preferences of my capuchin monkeys correspond exactly with the prices in the supermarket. And so if you give them grapes, that's a far better food, then you create inequity between them. So that's the experiment we did. Recently, we videotaped it with new monkeys who had never done the task, thinking that maybe they would have a stronger reaction, and that turned out to be right. The one on the left is the monkey who gets cucumber. The one on the right is the one who gets grapes. The one who gets cucumber, note that the first piece of cucumber is perfectly fine. The first piece she eats. Then she sees the other one getting grape, and you will see what happens. So she gives a rock to us, that's the task. And we give her a piece of cucumber, and she eats it. The other one needs to give a rock to us. And that's what she does. And she gets a grape. And she eats it. The other one sees that. She gives a rock to us now, gets again cucumber. She tests the rock now against the wall. She needs to give it to us. And she gets cucumber again. So this is basically the Wall Street protest that you see here.
It's the same reaction women have about the gender pay gap. It's even more critical for women of color. This slide shows the effect of intersectionality, which is when one arbitrary characteristic is compounded by another, and that also compounds the oppression. Pay equity is essential, and at the rate we are going, it will take 151 years for women to be paid at the same rate as men. Can we get this done by 2030? Ensure that your company's compensation plan is equitable, and if not, put together a strategy to get it done in 5 years. Schneider Electric built a unified global methodology to address pay gaps through their compensation framework, starting with a common definition for pay gap, a consistent approach to gap measurement, and a company wide target. They then empowered local HR teams to define the action plans to close gaps based on local market needs and conditions. Schneider Electric made new commitments to further pay equity by setting the goal of attaining and maintaining a pay gap of less than 1% for all employees by 2025. I'm so glad you joined me today. Please check out this training and more at kengenconsulting.com. Bye for now.